The American dream across the ages through women's perspective, as seen through cookbooks. This wartime cookbook cover depicts a woman making dinner while World War II was going on. Coming up with meals while rationing was taking place was difficult. Women's role in the war was pivotal, but often included cooking, sewing, or even planting victory gardens to supply one's family with fresh vegetables. This clip illustrates the role of women within a household and how the American dream has changed from the 40s.
Go on, Sally, run.
Jane, Sally.
Yes, Grandma?
Go down the garden and get a very large cabbage and you can cook it, Sally.
The table while the cabbage is cooking. All right.
Come along, Jane, dear. Fetch the boys, will you?
I've saved the cabbage. Alan, David, come on, dinner's ready.
During the war, roles of women changed drastically, and this change is mirrored by this cover. While men are enlisting and leaving jobs open in America, women were trying to balance their expected role as a housewife with their new role of a working woman. The 1940s signifies the first time that women start to seek independence away from the home while still raising a family. The expectation and role of women is starting to shift from a homemaker and towards a more independent woman. And the perception of the American dream during this time is changing as they gain more responsibilities that otherwise used to fall to men. The cookbook cover illustrates this idea. The 1950s proved that American society is not ready for women to take a more prominent role, and the American dream reverts back towards the ideas of the 30s. A time for conformity and non-confrontation, the 50s only encourage a normal housewife, a woman who can have the table set and dinner waiting the moment her husband returns from work. As seen in this cookbook cover, this housewife looks like the only dreams she has are for her family to succeed, and none involving a career or job of her own. This is a time in women's history where nothing is about what they want, only what they want for their husband and children. The American dream in the 50s is not as progressive as the 40s, and the cover of the cookbook shows this. Women's role in the 70s was much different than any other decade because the American woman became more independent. Therefore, the perception of the American dream was much more self-oriented for one. The carefree attitude of the 70s is depicted through this cookbook cover, which recognizes a woman's right to be single and happy, something unheard of in the 40s and 50s. Furthermore, a single woman's success is much less dependent upon the happiness of her family and much more on her own achievements. The American dream is, for the first time, about living up to one's potential and not about satisfying another's need above your own. This cookbook cover showed the new independence for women within the American dream.
The time has come to once again answer life's most savory question. Whose cuisine reigns supreme? This is Iron Chef America.
This clip of Iron Chef America shows how fast-paced today's America runs. American women today are trying to balance their family life with their careers, and this cookbook cover shows this. The woman dressed in work attire, juggling the pie she just made, her briefcase and cell phone, and also getting her children ready for school. Today's fast-paced world is only magnified with more women entering the workplace than ever before, and simply not enough time to do everything. This cookbook cover shows this, with the recipes done in under 10 minutes to fit your life, and the buy everything pre-cooked to make your life easier. Something very typical of a family dinner today. Women today have a distinct American dream that for the first time focuses both on themselves as well as those around them, which directly contrasts with the ideas from the 40s, 50s, and 70s.